Earlier today, we held a meeting of the Presidential Coordinating Council, which brings together our premiers, our mayors of all metros, ministers, deputy ministers, and representatives of SALGA, the South African Local Government Association, as well as our traditional leaders. Based on those consultations and the recommendations of the National Coronavirus Command Council, Cabinet has decided to ease several restrictions as part of Adjusted Level 1. The restrictions on gatherings are being significantly changed. In previous regulations, the emphasis was on placing an upper limit on the number of people who could attend a gathering. The approach now going forward is that both indoor and outdoor venues can now take up to 50% of their capacity, provided that the criteria for entrance at those venues is proof of vaccination or a COVID test not older than 72 hours. But where there is no provision for proof of vaccination or a COVID test, then the current upper limit will remain of 1,000 people indoors and 2,000 people outdoors. This change to the restriction on gatherings will be of great benefit to the sporting, cultural, entertainment, and event industries in particular. This means that if we are vaccinated or have recently tested negative, we'll be able to return to watching sports in our stadiums and attending music concerts or events. We'll be able to attend theater performances, conferences, and other events. The maximum number of people permitted at a funeral will increase from 100 to 200. As before, night vigils, after funeral gatherings, and the so-called after tears gatherings are still not allowed. There are also important changes to the regulation on the wearing of masks. As before, it is mandatory to wear a mask or similar covering over the nose and mouth when in public indoor spaces. However, a mask is not required when one is outdoors. This means that we still need to wear masks when in facilities like shops, malls, offices, factories, taxis, buses, trains, or any other indoor place. But we do not need to wear masks when we are walking on the streets of our country or our pathways, or in an open space, when exercising outdoors, or jogging, or when attending an outdoor gathering. The regulations on social distancing are also being changed, requiring that a space of 1 meter is maintained between persons in all settings except in schools. There are also changes to the regulations on international travel. Travelers entering South Africa will need to show proof of vaccination or a negative PCR test not older than 72 hours. All unvaccinated travelers entering the country who want to be vaccinated will be offered a vaccination. These measures will take effect from tomorrow, Wednesday, the 23rd of March, 2022, once the new regulations are gazetted. With these changes, almost all restrictions on social and economic activity will have been lifted. Going forward, our most important defenses against the disease are, firstly, vaccination, and secondly, the observance of basic measures such as wearing masks indoors. The further easing of the remaining restrictions will require that we increase the rate of vaccination among South Africans. The vaccine has been shown to significantly reduce severe illness. Statistics from our health facilities clearly show that people who are not vaccinated stand a higher chance of being hospitalized or even dying from COVID-19.